Okay, okay. Well, I'm gonna make this quick for you. I wanted to know, how did you hear about Coldwell Banker?
I heard about Caldwell Banker from, trying to think. I think I was looking at houses before in the fall, and I wasn't having much luck. So I
Okay.
decided to go to look for real estate brokers, and I just kind of was going through the internet, and I was like, okay, Caldwell Banker, I know the name.
We go, come on.
And then I set up an interview with Jason, and I liked Jason, so that's why I went with Caldwell Banker.
Happy to hear that. Okay. And what was it like working with? Did you work with Jason or Marcus?
Uh, the first little bit I worked with Jason, but then I worked with Marcus for like 95% per house.
Okay. So what did you like about working with Jason and Marcus?
Well, like I like Jason because basically he was really straightforward. He's like, this is what you're gonna look at. This is what you need to do. Kind of like get you in the mindset of like really buying a house, instead of going on your own and doing it, what to expect, pitfalls, stuff like that. Then after that initial meeting, working with Marcus, Marcus was like really good at just kind of like figuring out what I wanted in the house. I knew the basics, but
Mhm.
also knowing Gallup and what was available in Gallup and how to make those two mesh together.
Yeah.
I mean, he showed me probably 12 to 14 houses.
A lot of expertise in the area. Yeah, those guys are pretty thorough.
Yeah.
I like that they know the city too. Not only the city, but they know the rural communities as well.
And
Um,
they were honest about like, hey, this house may not be perfect for what you want, but it's got a lot of what you want. Consider this house. So I was looking for something specific, something with a garage, which there isn't a lot of in Gallup. There's
okay.
some neighborhoods there are. Um, something that was like good bones, but maybe needed some work. But
Yeah, yeah.
not like when I was doing my own research at the fall last year and working with another real estate broker. Everything they showed me was so broken down. I'm like, it wasn't to me. It was like, if I got to put $90,000 into a house, why am I buying it at that price?
Yeah, yeah, I can most definitely understand.
Yeah.
So, what was your favorite part about buying the house?
Actually, my favorite part about buying a house was not having to live in an apartment building. Um, I've never really been an apartment person. I've only lived in an apartment once before in my life, and that was
Yeah,
like a four, a 2x2 side by side, a double decker. Not like living in a multi building where you go grocery shopping, you got to carry your groceries, you know, over hill, over dale to get them, at your house.
yeah.
So now I park in my carport and I walk right into my own side door. My refrigerator's 15 feet away from the door.
Sounds good.
And I got a
Uh,
dog now, so I can have a dog now.
yeah, you the owner now.
Yeah. So,
Big transition from renting to owning,
yeah.
and I'm very happy you got to experience that. Final question: would you recommend Coldwell Banker to friends and family?
I would. I really liked working with Marcus. I think he was really good at like sensing, what I wanted in a house, showing me things, kind of like helping me play the market in the sense that like I didn't know like when I was going to buy a house, I would lowball it, and then
Yeah,
you wouldn't hear much. But when Marcus, how I got this house was, and the asking price was pretty reasonable, but then also like the house needed work, so getting credits off the house,
okay.
and that's what actually got the house done. And like I said, everybody who comes over to my house says I got a pretty good deal, and they like the house. I like the backyard, the garage, the shed, the house, the back deck. I mean,
Okay.
technically, I was if I trying to get to Arizona for the Super Bowl, but if I don't, I'm gonna have a heck of a Super Bowl party.
I know that's right. So you didn't really know what you want. Marcus kind of helped you figure it out.
Well, I didn't
Or
really know the area. Like, what could I get in the area? and like what are the price ranges in that area? Of course, I looked at all the houses on top of Hospital Hill, but affording a house like that, I got a house that has just what that is, what I needed. A nice, decent square footage, 3-bedroom house off of Hospital Hill, but a quality house for far less price.
Oh, so did you meet the budget that you was trying to meet?
Yeah, I did. Actually, I came a little under.
That's good.
And so basically, once the final number came in, I'm like, yeah, I'm comfortable with that. That's cheap. My mortgage is cheaper than my rent.
Yeah.
Even when you add in the insurance and the taxes, it's still a little bit cheaper than where I was renting.
Okay. Well, man, I'm glad we made you happy, and I'm happy that you continue to do business with us and send your family.
Yeah. When I decide I want to buy the mansion on the hill or expand or whatever, I'll call Marcus again. Actually, I still talk to Marcus. I haven't talked to him in a few weeks, but I still talk to Marcus. So.
That's good. I love it. Well, that's all I have for you.
All right. Yeah. By the way, Ken, Yellen, the mortgage guy.
Yeah.
He bailed me out because my credit union didn't want to drop me from my loan because they didn't want to pay for the appraiser. So for almost 24 to 48 hours, I didn't have a home loan while this was all starting. Because my state employees credit union just didn't want to deal with it. The vice president said, no, we're not going to work with you. And I'm like, well, Ken jumped in. I know he works with you, Caldwell Banker guys. He jumped in and honestly saved me a half a point.
I love it.
So, I'm pretty happy. So now I own a house that needs to be fixed up. That's how I grew up, in a house that needs to be fixed up. We worked on my house for 17 years growing up, and my parents sold it.
I know that's right.
So now I'm in the same boat.
Hey, I'm glad
I couldn't move into a brand new house. I wouldn't know what to do.
Yeah, you sound like me. But
I'm completely happy with Caldwell Banker.
Yes, I'm glad we made you happy.
All right.
All right.
I don't know, and that's all I got. I don't know what else.